From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Check. Inside. Press them.
Check.
We are going.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
He's crazy.
Rodgers going to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Pick up the ball.
Get 300.
Hey.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretcher right there turned it into a really nice game. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
You can't block me. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Right now, you got 58. We want it. Come to my world.
Hey, alert 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Kelly. Don't let Kelly.
Check 6 guys.
Yeah, Liz.
Crunch.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. Sheds off the tackle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 44 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Wright's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Newton. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Irvin. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Switch. Under 10. Under 10. Jam.
Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Check 24. All right. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Line left. Sponge. No. Shift. Hey, black. Say. Check 30.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I got it. Switch. Box it.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Mike spot 4.
Here we go. Zoom.
Go.
Mike's 54. Yeah, Liz.
Now it's Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, G. Check. Local over here. Check hot route. Inside. Shoot. Right. Kill. Inside. Wide. Get wide.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. These two teams all tied after 1. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 50. We are going. Out. Right now. You got 58. Look again.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hey, watch this. 8. Express. Motion. Check.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. Complete to right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
20. Let's go, line 50. Hey, we got to express. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, and that's complete to McCaffrey. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt Rule up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England, where he was the special teams coach for most of his career, and this season added wide receivers to his duties. Well regarded within the ranks of the NFL. Not much known about him to the outside world. It's kind of a reveal to everyone. Joe Judge, people will now get to know who he is, because most people thought Matt Rule was going to go to New York. He ends up in Carolina. And then, of course, Ron Rivera, he would have been a candidate for Dallas. He would have been a candidate for New York, as well as Washington. And Washington never let him out of the building. That was a big-time hire for them.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Kelly, front left, Kelly. Check 24. Shoot. Yeah, live.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And Adams has it, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. They'll run on first down. Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
Get 300. Get 300.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Check. 154. Silver.
Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Lucky. Slam. Kill. White left. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Check tight.
Alert 3.
All right.
Alert 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
On the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Watch the safety creep.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
8.
He's creeping.
Express.
Motion.
Now Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Tighten up.
20.
Shot 31.
Gun.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch. Watch, switch. Wait. Hey, Smash. Go now. What are you?
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
50. Yes.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Stop your whining. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Hey, flag. Go.
He's coming.
Also over here.
He's coming.
Hey, 88. Shit. Hey.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run to the backup. This is Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Rodgers now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Love able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Motion. Jump out. Check your hot read. We are going. Check 49. Deuce.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got his man, it's Williams. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Box it. Kelly, don't let Kelly. Kill, turn up. Shot, live. He's checking.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they try the sweep to Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. He's got a first. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. McCaffrey. "25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down."
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On second down, McCaffrey. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You got it. You got it.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Bang, 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 bang. 8, 3, check 3.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton got a man, it's right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Big Dad, pick it. Right left. Come.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Here we go. SOS. Hey, black. Check 52. Check.
To throw is Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Preston Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Gun. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike 42, Mike 42. Coming. Zoom. Mike's 42. Let's make these babies cry all the way.
One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get